Hello, so this is some test hands we're going to do for the Paleo deck profile we've just put up. If you want to check that out, then link is either in the description or it's on the video, either or, I'm not sure. So we'll just go right into it. So we have a set 2 and a toad, basically. So ditch the Ronin special, send a deep frog. Then banish the deep special, and then just go straight into toad, and then you've got 2 set, and then a target for the Dynamiscus fodder. So that's actually not a bad hand, that's actually pretty good. You always want to go first, so to end on at least some form of negate with a toad, then you're doing okay there. So this hand is not as exciting as the first one. There is no way to get to toad out of this. So no way to get to toad out of this, so your best bet is to basically set the deep frog, set the 3, and then Ronin is basically fodder for Dynamiscus, and hope you draw something good out of Reckless. In this case would be the MST and a mistake. So it's not a bad hand, not a great hand, but hey ho, you can work with it. You will find with this deck that's probably how 90% of your hands will go if it's not a set 5 pass. So you either set 5, you set a deep frog face down, or you end with a toad. If you get the god hand of the deck, then you have a Mr. Boy toad. So this is what we call the set 5 pass hand. You can't do shit all with it, so you set 5, hope you get anything good with Reckless, which we would get something okay, I guess. Not very good for going first, but it's better than nothing. So we have set 3, and then the same as the first one, you ditch the toad special, the swap frog, send a deep, make toad in the end. So you've got a toad and 3 back row. So this is a couple of examples for the better hands we get, namely the second best and the first best. This is arguably the second best one. Doesn't really matter which traps you get, so long as you don't really get duplicates and you can use them. Normally Floodgates are best to open with, or Reckless, purely because you need draw power to get something useful. But for the second best, you need to have Swap Frog and either a deep or a Ronin, it doesn't matter which way round it is. So you do the box standard swap combo, so you ditch the Ronin, summon, you send the deep, banish deep with Ronin, and then you make the toad and you set through, basically. Sets up all your plays for next turn, you've got the draw power, you've got a floodgate or 2, so it's probably one of the better hands you can get. So this is the probable best hand you're likely to get if you're lucky enough to draw it ever. So it's more or less exact same as the last one, but with this one you can actually go into a Mr. Boy and then a toad. So it's the exact same thing. You special the swap frog, and then you send a Ronin or a deep, depending which one you want to do. You do both anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter, but it helps me remember to do it like this. So you send the Ronin, then you bounce Swap Frog back to hand, discard the other one from hand to summon it again, and Swap Frog is not once per turn, which is really convenient for this. I don't think it would be any good whatsoever if it wasn't. So you can go ahead and dump a Deep Frog or a Swap Frog or anything you want, really. You'll get to Mr. Boy Toad regardless of, so long as they don't have hand traps or Called by the Grave. So then you banish the Deep to summon the Ronin, and then you link off the Swap Frog and the Ronin Toad in to summon out the Starboy. And then with the 2 Ronins, you just banish the other 2 frogs from grave, summon the Ronins, and then you overlay them into Toad, and then you've got 2 back row to set 2. So you end up with a Starboy, a Toad, and 2 back row. So that's probably the best thing you're going to get with this. It's the best thing I've come across so far. Normally, once you've got a little bit of defense in the back row, you've got Toad, then you can always summon the dupe in the standby phase, send a swap prop to send more resources if you feel like it. Sets up all your plays. Normally, if you manage to do this turn 1 without any interruptions, then you're good to go. So that's probably the best end you're likely to see with this deck. So I don't really have much else to say. Just try it out if you like it. If not, then it's not for you. Thank you for watching the video. See you next time.